Joining us now to discuss is Republican Congressman from North Carolina, Dan Bishop. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us. To that point, that old adage that decisions have consequences, Senator Burr now seeing some of those consequences in his home state with the constituents voicing their displeasure for his vote against President Trump.
That's true, Joe. The Central Committee of the North Carolina Republican Party unanimously passed a resolution of censure against Senator Burr, and it was the right decision. It was the right thing to do.
Congressman Bishop, this is Heather Childers. You and I have spoken many times. I'm from the state of North Carolina, so I know what constituents you speak of, but you did get some pushback in terms of, coming out and saying that you think that he should have been censured as well. You backed that decision. Explain to people at home the support that President Trump has in the Tar Heel state.
Well, Heather, it's great to be with you, by the way. You were a superstar here in North Carolina before you went national. But, this was not a hard call. As Senator Burr's earlier vote itself recognized, the impeachment process in this case was procedurally unconstitutional because President Trump had left office and because the Chief Justice was not chairing. But beyond that, it was substantively unconstitutional. It was an attack on obviously protected core First Amendment speech. And what people in North Carolina recognize, and the support here for President Trump has been extraordinary. He won North Carolina, as you know. And people still support President Trump. And the fact that he gave a speech which House managers distorted and used selectively edited quotes from in order to make it appear nefarious, it was not. The president was not responsible for that attack on the Capitol. And for senators to, out of a fit of pique or on an emotional basis, to vote for that when the Constitution required them to do otherwise was unacceptable, and our Republican Party appropriately recognized that.
I think to that point, I remember the first impeachment, the impeachment of President Clinton. Well, Senator Bumper said that when somebody tells you it's not about money, it's about money. You have Democrats saying that this was not about politics. It seems like this impeachment was purely political. North Carolina standing behind the president at this point. We're looking at a vigorous primary coming up. What do you expect to see in that 2022 showdown?
Well, of course, Senator Burr does not intend to run for election to that office, and I'm certain it'll be a vigorous race, and I think we'll see vigorous races elsewhere. But look, President Trump brought an energy to the Republican Party. As someone said recently to me, in him, the people found an ally for the first time in a long time against the establishment, against big government, against big pharma, big tech, on and on. And that created a power. That's a powerful force. And what the Republican Party now has to do is we have to show that we're ready to fight for the people, just like President Trump was. And I'm sure 2022 is going to be the proving ground for that. And I, for one, intend to continue following the America First policies that President Trump articulated.
All right. Congressman Bishop, thank you so much for joining us. It was great to see you.
Great to see you, Heather. Joe, good to be with you.